thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys. And I love you guys. And my family, my wife Vanessa, our daughters Natalia and Gianna, thank you guys for all your sacrifice. For all the hours I spent in the gym working and training. And Vanessa, you holding down the family the way that you have. I can't, there's no way that I can thank you enough for that. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.
When Kobe Bryant bid farewell to the NBA, I honestly could not have cared less. I'm not much of a basketball fan, to be upfront about it. I covered the NBA for a good part of my career, got to know the game, the people who coached and played, appreciated the sport, the athletes, but never got a basketball bug for a number of reasons. One of them was how early in my career I got to know a lot of those players and learned far too many times that a bunch of whiny, spoiled, entitled opportunists they truly were. Again, great athletes take nothing away from their innate and God-given ability. But among basketball players, I found more jocks dropping dollars with hookers like some people would drop quarters in a parking meter, cheating on their wives, stringing out multiple affairs across the country, leaving behind multiple kids that were far too often abandoned. Dwight Howard, 5 kids, 5 different women. Larry Johnson, 4 moms, 5 kids. Kenny Anderson, 7 kids with 5 different mothers. There's plenty more where that came from. I found out of all the sports and the athletes I knew, basketball players were some of, if not the most morally bankrupt people I had ever come across. And while not leaving multiple tax deductions behind with various mothers, Kobe Bryant was no different than any of the rest.
I'm innocent. I didn't force her to do anything against her will. I'm innocent. I sit here in front of you guys. Furious at myself. So I sit at myself for making a mistake of adultery.
That's when the NBA lost me. Kobe Bryant lost me. A lot of other people who were shaking their heads as he sat there in a press conference with his wife alongside him, claiming that he made a mistake cheating on his wife. Bryant was charged with rape. He called it consensual sex. Investigators believed otherwise. He was arrested, faced a sentence of anything from probation to life in prison. Kobe Bryant didn't make a mistake, and it wasn't simply cheating. Bryant knew exactly what he was doing that day in 2003 when he walked into a hotel room in Eagle County, Colorado, and engaged in sex with a 19-year-old hotel employee. And it took him almost a year after he insisted to everyone he was innocent in that press conference to admit the truth. Interestingly enough, just 2 days after the Eagle County DA dismissed the charges. His statement: "I want to apologize directly to the young woman involved in this incident. I want to apologize to her for my behavior that night and for the consequences she has suffered in the past year. After months of reviewing discovery, listening to her attorney, and even her testimony in person, I now understand how she feels that she did not consent to this encounter." Wow, how nice and cut and dried of you, Kobe. I'm certain after all that, the woman in question felt so much better. Kobe Bryant was never exonerated of the charges in question. Never. The victim here dropped the case after being sent into hiding by multiple death threats from jackhammer fanatical idiots seeking to protect their sports hero, forced to drop out of school after the Eagle County Prosecutor's Office accidentally leaked her name and background information several times to the media. This is Bryant's smart as whip attorneys made it all about her past sex life, her morals. In other words, turning the victim into the villain. Something so easy to do in rape cases then and now. Let's not forget that the man who swore he was innocent agreed to a fat settlement to make it all go away. Kobe Bryant will be in the Hall of Fame one day, no doubt. But when it comes to his treatment of women, his disdain for his children, wanton disregard for his status as someone of note to a community and kids who looked up to him, his failure to show true leadership by telling the truth and taking complete responsibility for his actions, Kobe Bryant is a despicable liar, fraud, and a coward. If there is a Hall of Fame for those titles, the vote is unanimous. And that is telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here on the show that questions everything and the only one that tells the truth every time out. This is The Hard Line.